Welcome students. Hope you all fine at your home. In this video session, we are going to learn the lesson Matter from Chemistry of Standard 8. Matter, Unit 4. Matter, Introduction. The various objects which exist around us are made of some kind of matter. We perceive some of these objects through our senses, like sight, touch, hearing, taste, and smelling. A glass tumbler can be seen, agarbatti burning can be recognized by its smell, whereas wind blowing can be felt. All kinds of matter possess mass and occupy space. Of course, some are heavy and others are light. Thus, matter can be defined as anything which occupies space or volume and mass and can be perceived by our senses. States of matter. As we know already, matter exists in three states. They are solids, liquids, and gases. Examples of matter. Here, some of the examples are given in the table. For solid, hammer, plier, watch, bulldozer, stone, sand, iron, wood, etc. For liquid, water, milk, fruit juice, tea, beach water, candle fire. For gas, steam from cocoa, steam from grill, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, etc. So, what is matter made of? As we already learned that matter is made up of smaller particles such as atoms, molecules or ions. Molecules are also made up of atoms of same or different kind. Hence, atoms are the building blocks of matter. So, what is atom? Atom is the smallest particles of an element which exhibits all the properties of that element. Molecules is a combination of two or more atoms of the same or different element held together by chemical bonds. Water molecule is the example for different atoms from the different element. Oxygen molecule is the example for same atom from the same element. Ions. Atoms are group of atoms having a charge, positive or negative, are called ions. Say, for example, water molecule ionize as H plus and OH minus. Here, H plus is the positive ion, OH minus is the negative ion. What is symbol? A symbol is an image, object, etc. that stands for some meaning. For instance, a dove is a symbol of peace. Similarly, we denote mathematical operations by symbol. For example, plus denotes addition, minus denotes subtraction, etc. In the same way, why symbols in chemistry? Why we should use symbols in chemistry? In chemistry, each element is denoted by a symbol. Writing out the name of an element every time would become too trouble. So, the name of an element is represented by shortened form called as symbols. History of symbols of elements. Greek symbols. The symbols in form of the geometrical shapes were used by the ancient Greek to represent the four basic elements such as earth, air, fire, and water. Here, the Greek symbol is given in the picture. Alchemist symbol. What is alchemist symbol? The process of changing less valuable metal into gold was known as alchemy, and the men who did this work were known as alchemists. Some symbols of the alchemist are given in the picture. Dalton's symbol. In 1808, John Dalton English scientists named the various elements based on pictorial symbols. These symbols are difficult to draw and hence they are not used. Total symbols are given in the table. Berzelius symbols. In 1813, John Jacob Berzelius devised a system using letters of alphabet rather than signs. For example, carbon would be denoted as C and oxygen as O, gold as AU, silver as AG. Note, the Latin name of gold is arum and the Latin name of silver is argentinum. The modified version of Berzelius system follows under heading System for determining symbols of the elements. Present system for determining symbols of the element. The symbols of the most common elements, mainly non-metals, use the first letter of their English name. Note the table. Here, boron, the symbol is B. For carbon, C. Fluorine, F. Hydrogen, H. Iodine, I. Nitrogen, N. Oxygen, O. Phosphorus, P. Sulfur, S. Vanadium, V. Uranium, U. Yttrium, Y. Note, here the first letter of each element is represented as its symbol. Next, if the name of the element has the same initial letter as another element, then symbols uses the first letter and second letter of their element name. First letter in uppercase and the second letter is in lowercase. Note the table here: aluminium Al, barium Ba, beryllium Be, bismuth Bi, bromine Br, cobalt Co, gallium Ga, helium He, lithium Li, neon Ne, silicon Si, argon Ar. Note here the first two letter is used as symbol. If the first two letters of the names of elements are the same, then the symbol consists of first letter and second or third letter of English name that they do not have in common. See, for example, note the table. Here, note argon and arsenic. The first two letters are same. So, argon uses the second letter as its symbol and arsenic uses its third letter as its symbol. As first letter and the third letter. Chlorine and chromium, the first two letters are same. So, chlorine they are using the first and the third letter. And in the same way, chromium also the first letter and the third letter. Note calcium and cadmium, here also the first two letters are same. So calcium using the first and second letter as its symbol. Cadmium uses its first and third letter as its symbol. In the same way, magnesium and manganese also having the first two letters as same. Magnesium using M and G and manganese using M and N. Some symbols are used on the basis of their old names or Latin name of an element. There are 11 elements like that in the periodic table. Here, name of the element, the Latin name and symbol given in the table. For sodium, the Latin name is natrium, so we are using the symbol Na, the first two letters. For potassium, gallium is the Latin name of potassium, so we are using the symbol K. For iron, ferrum, Fe. For copper, cuprum, Cu. For silver, argentum, Ag. For gold, arum, Au. For mercury, hydrogen, Hg. For lead, plumbum, Pb. For tin, stannum, Sn. For antimony, stibbium, Sb. For tungsten, wolfram, W. Some elements are named using name of country, scientist, color of the element, methodological character, and planet. Note the table. It's interesting. Americium. Symbol AM, name derived from the country America. Europeum, symbol EU, name derived from Europe. Nobelium, symbol NO, name derived from Alfred Nobel, the scientist. Name iodine, symbol I. Name derived from the color violet. In Greek, iodine means the violet color. Mercury, Hg, is derived from the god Mercury, the mythological character. Plutonium, Pu, name derived from the planet Pluto. Neptunium, symbol Np, name derived from the planet Neptune. Uranium, symbol U, name derived from the Uranus planet. Do you know how to write a symbol for an element? While writing a symbol for an element, follow these. If the element has a single English letter as a symbol, it should be written in capital letter. For elements having two letter symbols, the first letter should be in capital followed by the small letter. What is the significance of the symbol of an element? Symbol of an element signifies name of the element, one atom of the element. For example, the symbol O stands for the element oxygen and it's one atom of an oxygen. Metals and non-metals. The progress of man towards civilization is linked with the discovery of several metals and non-metals. Even today, the index of prosperity of a country depends upon the amount of metals and non-metal it produces and uses. The wealth of a country is measured by the amount of gold in its reserve. These days, metals and non-metals are used for making tools, machines, cars, utensils, etc. Some of the common metals used are iron, copper, silver, gold, lead, zinc, aluminium, magnesium, nickel, chromium, and mercury, etc. Similarly, the common non-metals used are nitrogen, oxygen, hydrogen, carbon, sulfur, phosphorus, and chlorine. So, what is an element? An element can be identified as metal or non-metal by comparing its properties with the general properties of the metals and non-metals. In doing so, we find that elements neither fit with the metals or non-metals. Such elements are called semi-metals or metalloids. Elements are classified into metals, non-metals, and metalloids based on their property. Metals: iron, copper, gold, silver, lead, zinc, aluminium, magnesium, nickel, chromium, and mercury, etc. that we use in our daily life. Here in this picture, you can see some lustrous metal, and you can see the importance of metals in our daily life in the picture. See, for example, iron is used in the steel structure, cobalt is used in magnets, nickel in coins, copper in electric wire, zinc in brass instruments, ruthenium in the electric switches, rhodium in the searchlight, pollution control in palladium, silver in jewelry, cadmium in painting, osmium in pen paints, iridium in spark plugs, platinum in the labware, gold in jewelry, mercury in thermometers. Properties of metals. Physical state. Metals are solid under normal conditions of temperature and pressure. Exceptions: mercury is liquid at room temperature. Elements cesium, rubidium, francium, gallium become liquid at or just above room temperature. Then hardness. Most metals are hard. Exceptions: sodium and potassium are soft enough to be cut by a knife. Osmium is so hard that it can scratch glass. The next physical property, luster. All metals are shiny. The typical shine of metals is called metallic luster. Exception: gallium. Here you can see some lustrous items in the picture. Gold, silver and copper. They are actually lustrous. Density. Metals generally have high density. Exception, sodium and potassium have low density. Melting and boiling point. Metals in general have high melting point and boiling point. Exceptions, sodium, potassium, mercury and gallium have low melting point. Tensile strength. Metals have the capacity to withstand strain without breaking. This property is called tensile strength. This property of iron is used for the construction of railway track. Exceptions, zinc, arsenic, antimony doesn't have the tensile strength. Malleability. Metals can be hammered into very thin sheets. This tendency of metals is called malleability. This property of aluminium used to make silver foils. Silver foils is used on the sweets and also used to make the food packets. Ductility. Metals can be drawn into thin wires. This property of metals is called ductility. Example, copper wires. Conductivity. Metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. Silver and copper are very good conductor. Exceptions, bismuth and tungsten are poor conductor. Sonorous. On being hit, metals produce a typical sound. Hence, they are said to be sonorous. This property is being made used in making temple bells. Non-metals. Elements that do not shine, neither too hot or too soft, are non-metals. All gases are non-metals. Some non-metals are sulfur, carbon, oxygen, etc. Physical properties of nonmetals. Nonmetals may be solids, liquids, or gases. Example, carbon, sulfur, phosphorus are in the solid state. Bromine is in the liquid state. Oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen are in the gaseous state. Nonmetals are soft except diamond, which is the hardest natural substance. Nonmetals do not have luster except iodine crystal. Nonmetals are not malleable. Nonmetals are not ductile. Nonmetals which are solids and liquids have low melting point. Nonmetal which are solids and liquids have low boiling points. Nonmetals are bad conductors of heat. Nonmetals are bad conductors of electricity except graphite, and they are not sonorous. Comparative study of metals and nonmetals. Shall we compare metals and nonmetals based on their properties? First one, appearance. Metals are shiny, nonmetals are dull. Physical state at room temperature. Metals are solid except mercury, which is a liquid. Non-metals, about half are solids, about half are gases, and one is liquid. Example, bromine. Density. Metals are high density. Non-metals have low density. Strength. Metals are strong. Non-metals are weak, malleable or brittle. Metals are malleable, they bend without breaking. Non-metals brittle, they break when hammered. Conduction of heat. Metals are good conductor of heat. Non-metals are poor conductor of heat. That's what they are used as insulators. Conduction of electricity. Metals are conducting electricity well. Non-metals are poor conductors of electricity, except graphite. Magnetic material. Metals are magnetic substances like iron, cobalt, and nickel. Non-metals are non-magnetic material. Sound when heat. Metals, they make a ringing sound. They are sonorous. Non-metals, they make a dull sound. Uses of metals. Shiny metals like copper, silver, and gold are often used for decorative arts, jewelries, and coins. Strong metals such as iron and metal alloys are used in tool making, build structures, ships. Metals like tungsten is used for the filaments of light bulbs because it glows with hot without melting. Metals like mercury is used in making thermometer. Metals like copper is used for wiring because it is a good conductor of electricity. Uses of nonmetals. Oxygen is used for breathing. Chlorine is used for purifying water. Phosphorus is used in crackers. Nitrogen is used in fertilizers. Graphite is used as a good conductor of electricity. Potassium is used in fertilizers. Nitrogen is used by plants. Graphite is used in making leads. Carbon is used as a fuel. Bromine is used in dyes and pesticides. Metalloids. The elements which exhibits the properties of metals as well as non-metals are called metalloids. Example: boron, silicon, arsenic, germanium, etc. Properties of metalloids. Metalloids means metal-like. Metalloids have properties of both metals and nonmetals. They are solids that can be shiny or dull. They conduct heat and electricity better than nonmetals, but not as well as metals. They are ductile and malleable. Compounds. What is compound? A compound is a pure substance which is formed due to the chemical combination of two or more elements in a fixed ratio by its mass. The properties of compounds are different from those of its constituents. Example: ammonium chloride, water, sodium chloride, sugar compound like sucrose, all are example for compounds. Classification of compounds. Based on the origin of the chemical constituents, compounds are classified as organic compounds and inorganic compounds. Inorganic compounds obtained from non-living sources such as rock minerals, etc. Organic compounds obtained from living sources such as plants and animals. Example for inorganic compounds are chalk, baking powder, etc. Example for organic compounds are protein and carbohydrates, etc. States of compound. Compounds in solid. Some compounds are exist in solid. Note the table. Compound silica, that means sand. The constituent elements are there in the compounds are silicon and oxygen. Potassium hydroxide, called as caustic potash. Constituent elements are potassium, hydrogen, and oxygen. Sodium hydroxide is a caustic soda. Constituent elements are sodium, oxygen, and hydrogen. Copper sulfate. Constituent elements are copper, sulfur, and oxygen. Zinc carbonate, called as calamine. Constituent elements are zinc, carbon, and oxygen. Compounds in liquid. Some compounds are there in the liquid state. Note the table. Water, the constituent elements are hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrochloric acid, hydrogen, and chlorine are the constituent elements. Nitric acid, hydrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen are the constituent elements. Sulfuric acid, hydrogen, sulfur, and oxygen are the constituent elements. Acetic acid, carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen are the constituent element. Compounds in gas. We are going to see some compounds which is in gaseous state. Carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. The constituent elements are carbon and oxygen. In sulfur dioxide compound, sulfur and oxygen are the constituent elements. In methane, carbon and hydrogen are the constituent element. In nitrogen dioxide, nitrogen and oxygen are the constituent element. In ammonia, nitrogen and hydrogen are the constituent elements. Uses of compounds. Let me see some compounds and their constituents that we use in our daily life. Compounds. Water. Chemical name hydrogen oxide. Constituent elements are hydrogen and oxygen. Uses for drinking and also as solvent. Table salt. Chemical name sodium chloride. Constituent elements are sodium and chlorine. Uses essential components of our daily diet, preservative for meat and fish. Sugar, chemical name sucrose, constituent elements are carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Uses in the preparation of sweets, toffees and fruit juice, etc. Baking soda, chemical name sodium bicarbonate, constituent elements are sodium, hydrogen, carbon and oxygen. Uses in fire extinguisher, preparation of baking powder and preparation of cakes and bread. Washing soda. Chemical name sodium carbonate. Constituent elements are sodium, carbon and oxygen. Uses as cleaning agent in soap and softening of hot water. Bleaching powder. Chemical name calcium oxychloride. Constituent elements are calcium, oxygen and chlorine. Uses as bleaching agent, disinfectant and sterilization of drinking of water. Quicklime. Chemical name calcium oxide. Constituent elements are calcium and oxygen. Uses in the manufacture of cement and glasses. Slack lime. Chemical name calcium hydroxide. Constituent elements are calcium, oxygen and hydrogen. Uses in whitewashing. Limestone. Chemical name calcium carbonate. Constituent elements are calcium, carbon and oxygen. Uses in the preparation of chalk pieces.